Hello guys, thank you for watching in and welcome back on our story, our lives. Today we are so honored to have Pastor Uche of Double Double fame in the studio. Welcome, Pastor Uche. So Pastor Uche, what got you really started in music, and especially gospel music? You could have done any sort of music, but you chose gospel. What got you started?
I believe that it's a calling that God placed upon my life. I used to ask my mom, how did this come about? And my mom gave me a short story of how they were in a missionary journey.
Mm-hmm.
And during that period, she found out that she was pregnant with me. And
okay.
but even before that, she went to God and asked God for a son who would serve him.
Okay.
So just like Samuel in the scriptures, and then I came through, and that's when my mom and my dad named me Uchechukwu, which means the will of God, and then gave me an English name, God's time. So that's how we came about in this
God's
ministry.
time. So with that being said, are you the first child of your parents?
Yes, I'm the first son. They had a daughter who passed away, and after the daughter passed away, then my mom went to God and said, God, give me a son, and if you give me a son, he will serve you. And so God had a covenant and an agreement with my mom even before I came.
Right.
So I'm the first son in the family.
Nice, that's good to know. So with that being said, was it a natural thing for you to be gravitated towards ministry, or were there times or points in your life that your mom had to beat that out of you?
Yeah, God had to. I had to know God for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in a Christian family, both parents pastors, but my mom was also in the music team. She had her own music team, and I remember I would come close to them when they are rehearsing. I'd just be listening to them, and when I went to the children's church, I was in the children's choir. So God actually led me into growing my ministry, but it first had to start through my own relationship with God, and apart from what my parents taught me, and having grown up in a Christian family, but I had to know God for myself,
right.
And through that relationship, I became matured into ministry and into singing.
So did you ever at any given point in your career life or your ministry life, did you know where God was taking you? Did you see yourself on this level? Were there prophecies? Anything that got you prepared?
Growing up, I was always wanted to be a lawyer, because in an African home, you're either a lawyer or a medical doctor or an engineer.
Right.
And our parents would be proud to say, oh, my son is an engineer, my daughter is a doctor, and all kinds of stuff. So I wanted to be a lawyer. But each time that I had that conversation with my parents, and I mentioned that I wanted to be a lawyer, they will always say, have you prayed about it? Have you prayed about it? Go pray about it. Go ask God what He wants you to be. So at that point, I didn't really understand why they said pray about it. But afterwards, when I heard my mom's testimony about how she promised God, give me a son and he's going to serve you, it was like the vision was clear for me that me trying to be something else would be fighting against the covenant and the agreement, and but they never pushed me into it. But I remember one time I was in school. I went to God in prayer, like my parents said, go to God in prayer. And I prayed and I asked God, I said, God, please show me what you want me to be. And He says, He spoke to me and told me that my line in life would be ministry. If I were to be a doctor or any other thing, I would be a big failure. So that at that moment when I was in school, it became very clear for me that I would be a minister, I would be a servant in the house of God, serving people, serving God, and in ministry.
And you went straight forward to
That's it. I didn't have to go do any other thing. I I just went in.
You stayed focused.
I just stayed focused, yes.
Oh, that's beautiful. We thank God for your life. We thank you for the life of your mom, your parents being able to nurture you and kind of help guide you in the right direction. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I know the fans definitely have lots of questions for you, but we're going to try to keep the next few questions very simple, but we still want to get to know you. You recently got married in 2016, right?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
So, how was married life? How did you meet her? Was there a dating section? And if there was, how was it like? Especially when people look up to you as a minister, and the dating scene might not necessarily be acceptable by all.
Yes, I mean, finding a life partner was a bit tricky for me because, I was, my ministry kind of got that fame and notoriety, and at a point where it could have been easier for me if I was not married. By the time I became double.
Oh yeah.
So by the time the double fame came, and I was traveling around and meeting a lot of people, I had to really go to God and say, hey, you have to help me, because at this point you're meeting a lot of people, you're seeing a lot of women out there, and great women and potential wives to be. So I, through prayer, God helped me. And I remember a few years back in Johannesburg, I met with a prophet. I went to sing in the church, and through him, God gave me also direction on how I'm going to find my wife. A lot of features about my wife and all of that. So I met my wife while I was on tour with CC Winans in Trinidad. It was actually,
she's Nigerian.
My wife is from Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so I met her while I was on tour with CC Winans in Trinidad, but the concert we had was in Tobago. And through God's planning and strategic direction, I was able to meet my wife, and we started talking, praying, and all of that. But we spent about a year. I would just Skype, and we pray, and we study the word, and we pray in tongues for a long time before I was really able to make that decision to say that she is a woman.
Nice. What a beautiful story. She's a beautiful wife, by the way. And are we expecting a little Uche anytime soon?
By the grace of God, that boy and girls, they have to come out quick. So yes.
Or is there one on the way you're not telling us?
Let me tell you, when the baby comes, everyone's going to know.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Now, if you could collaborate with an artist or a gospel worshiper that you haven't collaborated with, who would it be?
For me, for a collaboration, it's been a bit tricky. And for me, I would love to collaborate with a lot of artists. Starting with Israel Houghton, Travis Green. I would love to do something with CC Winans too. Kiera Shea, Kiki, incredible artist. I'm talking about in America, but in Africa, I would love to do a lot of stuff with people like Benjamin Dube. I like to do something with Nathaniel Bassi, and my friends who may watch this interview, don't feel bad. But
please don't get him in trouble.
Samuel Bosso, Sonny, all those guys.
All of the above.
Joe Mentor, whoever,
He loves you all.
Yes. But collaboration, you cannot just collaborate. There has to be a meaning to it.
Right.
There has to be a direction to it. Why are you collaborating? So. And
what the project is.
Yeah. So it's not just collaborating. So. There has to be a meaning to it.
Awesome. Yes. So guys, Pastor Uche is in Denver now. He had a worship night, and this morning we had a church service here in Denver, Colorado. He will be coming back again in August and in September. In September, the concert is going to be huge, and we're also going to have Miranda Curtis alongside with Pastor Uche. So we want to ask him what to expect at that concert, so when you get the information, you want to reserve your seats, okay? So Pastor Uche, what should we expect September 1st with a concert with yourself and Miranda Curtis?
September is the 9th month. It's a very strategic month. It's the month where things are birthed. It's the month of production. It's the month of multiplication. It's a month where seeds become harvest. So I believe that worship event is going to be a very prophetic event. And for those of you that are contemplating whether you're going to be there or not, begin to make plans. Stay tuned to the social media networks, and make sure you stay connected. It's going to be a great time of worship. And that worship, like I said, is going to be prophetic because from that, the worship that we're going to raise, it will, on the wings of that worship, we're going to fly into 2019. So it's going to be a very strategic worship event. So I can't wait to see you there.
Awesome. God bless you guys for tuning in. Stay follow Pastor Uche on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Yes.
He's on all the social media. Follow him. You'll be mightily blessed by his music. He has a new song that came out. The Glory Experience, is it a year or two?
The Glory Experience, the thing about the Glory Experience, we recorded in 2013, right? But it took us 2 years to actually finish the work. Because number one, it's very expensive. We needed time to be able to bring forth a masterpiece recording. So the album debuted in the US at number 13. No, it's actually from 8 some, but the last debut of the Glory Experience was number 13 on the Billboard charts.
Nice.
In the entire country.
God.
Yes. God has really done a lot of stuff through. The album is available on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, everywhere. You can go download it today.
Please buy them. You'll be blessed. I love the glory of the Lord is coming down. So make sure you buy them, and he'll be live in Colorado again. God bless you for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next episode.